What's up, everybody? Back for another Honkai Star Rail video. In this video, we're going to go over the best teams you can use for the newest Pure Fiction mode, right? So this time we are fighting Argenti and the everyone's favorite bug, the Swarm guy. So yeah, very fun there. We're going to go over the buffs for this one, and then we will head into the actual teams, right? Now, the Surging Grip for this one is Resound. So each stack of Resound deals one instance of a set amount of damage after you enter Surging Grip, right? During Surging Grip, increase enemy target's damage taken by 50%. And after they are defeated by any unit, all allies additionally gain one stack of Resound. When Resound stacks are up to 10, consumes all of them and deals one instance of a set amount of damage to a random enemy target per stack, right? Now, the buffs this time around are during Surging Grit, all ally speed increases by 40%. When all resound is consumed in an attack, recover one skill point. After allies use skills to attack enemy targets, every enemy target hit additionally accumulates 3 get value for all allies. Then we have Paradox, which all allies can also reduce toughness when attacking enemies that don't have the corresponding weakness type, with effect equivalent to 50% of the original toughness reduction value. This cannot stack with other toughness reduction effects that also ignore weakness type. During Surging Grid, the break damage received by enemy targets increases by 30%, and after allies attack enemy targets, every enemy target that becomes weakness broken additionally accumulates 3 grit value. And the last one is after consuming Resound to deal damage, increase all allies damage dealt by 60% for 1 turn. So pretty much just overall damage boost, speed boost, break, right? So it's just like if you're running break characters, boom. If you're running characters who want high speed, like Aglia, boom. Everyone else grabs this, really, right? Now, in terms of actual teams, right, this is pure fiction, so you can really expect to have a lot of AoEs. Now, I do have this put as meta, but honestly, I should probably just rename this and call this the, like, sustain support role, right? Because it's pretty much just characters that are just overall good. Jade's in here. I'll put it down below. I'll be consistent, right? I'll put her with both. Everyone else is either buffing your DPS or keeping your team alive if they're not tanky enough to go stainless, and then that's everybody. Like that's just like they will always be good just for that reason, right? Now, characters who are good in both are going to be characters like Anaxa and Herda. They're both with the ice, right? Plus, Anaxa just does not care. He just boom 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 boom. He'll knock them out. The bounce can be a bit annoying sometimes, but Anaxa is just really good. He works with both, right? And because Herda works well with both, we can safely put Mini Herda here. And we can also put, if I can find her on here, Serval, just because they work really well with the Herda. And then Jade's also here because, you know, the Herda, right? Now, characters who are going to cook against Argenti is, funny enough, Argenti himself, right? Wow, who would have thought? Who would have thought, right? Enemies, there's like 1 or 2 of them in there that are not weak to physical, right? But I mean, Argenti's literally just made for pure fiction, right? Plus, you could just pair him with Herda if you really want to, right? We also have Castoris is going to be good. Cypher is going to be good. Probably in both of them, I would imagine, even though she is like follow-up attack is single target, right? This is her pure fiction, right? Acheron will be really good in the beetle as well, because every time the beetles explode, that is instantly 1 debuff for Acheron. So she really does like this boss, just because of that, right? Another great character is going to be good old Rappa. Rappa actually could work in both, right? I'll put her in both because you either bring her to the top one and then, you know, you use the middle buff. Well, you're using the middle buff regardless unless you really just want more speed, right? Now, Rappa can work in both because she's either just hitting them for matching damage on the second one and then everyone else is taking advantage of the weakness break stuff, or you switch it up and everyone else on the team, which is mostly fire characters, is taking advantage of the fact that they don't have to worry about weakness implant, and then Rappa is just doing that herself, or you have Fugue, whatever works for you. Whatever one is not as good, you just bring Rappa for like the other one and have the other team just kind of be carried by whatever. Like let's say you have Rappa Acheron, you'd probably bring Rappa to the first one because Acheron can work better on the second one than the first one. It just depends on your teams, right? Unfortunately, Jing Yun's gonna have to take a little backseat on this one. Mide can work with the beetle, but do note that Mide is full auto, so he will just target the beefiest character on the team, which can be annoying in pure fiction. He does have blast, which is nice, but do keep that in mind. He might just, not attack what you want to attack sometimes, right? And that's pretty much it. Firefly could, I'll put her in can work, right? She's not full AoE, which does hurt her because this is pure fiction. We do not have the info for Phanon, Saber, or Archer yet, so they're going to be there. We don't have info on the buffs, so Blade, Silverwolf, Kafka, and Jinglu are also not on here, right? And I think that's pretty much everybody. Kind of a shorter list. It is pure fiction, so it is easier, all right? Just because there is, you can cook a Serval and Herda, even without big Herda, right? You know, there's a lot of break stuff, so if you're running break teams with AoEs that aren't like the traditional units, you can kind of make that work as well. A lot of the characters are like single target focused, like Fei Zhao would have a rough time. Boot Hill, Ratio, like Topaz, March isn't great in this because she's single target. Same with Mose. Um, you know, a lot of characters are going to have a bit of an issue, but I feel like it's still pretty easy. There's probably a lot of characters I don't have on here that people have made work. I'm just putting the best ones that you could easily just slap on a team. Hell, even hit auto and probably clear it, right? I'm sure like Castoris, Herda, like a good built Acheron could probably just close their eyes, hit auto, come back, and you'd be good to go. Would you hit max score? Maybe, maybe not, depending on your team, right? But you'd still get the full clear and call it a day, right? Which is, the purpose of this video. But other than that, that'll pretty much be it for the video. Let me know in the comments what teams you're using, what comps, any other characters that I don't have on here that work well, right? I'd say like Yun Li is definitely like an honorable mention, right? I haven't used her in a while, so I'm gonna have to do a run myself to get a good idea of how she still is in pure fiction, right? Because I think the last time I used her in pure fiction was like 2 patches ago, I think. Was it 2 patches? There was a counter one like a couple perfections ago. I can't remember, right? I did use her there and she did do solid, right? I can't remember. Was it follow up or was it counter? Or am I thinking of an apocalyptic shadow? I might be confusing the buffs, right? Speaking of buffs, maybe one day MOC will get this format, right? Because being able to pick what buff you're using is so good. It's so good, and they don't want us to use it, but like I said, that's a video for another time, right? Cypher should be out soon, by the way. She has what? I'm gonna double check real quick. I will be having a ton of summons. I have like 180 pulls ready for her. Yeah, 1 day, 21 hours. So it'll pretty much be this video you're watching, tomorrow's video, and then Cypher summons. So don't forget to hit the like and subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. But that's it for this feel. Let me know what teams you use in the comments, and I'll catch you on the next one.